Hello guys, and welcome to week 1 of our Facebook Ads Accelerator program. As promised, we're gonna get started with a masterclass introduction about the most important theoretical and practical insights that you have to know to really get the best out of your Facebook ads performance. So, how are we going to get started? Well, I would like to structure it from a macro perspective down to a micro perspective. Okay, so we're gonna give you first this introduction about the future of social media marketing in general. Okay, and based on that, we're gonna dive deeper into all the specific areas. We're gonna talk about full funnel strategies, AIDA principles, ways to automate your business, and then finally also the famous algorithm learning and optimization phase. So we're gonna cover a lot in this masterclass section, and to give you first all the necessary macro perspective on marketing, on digital marketing nowadays, I would like to get started with those 3 big trends that happen nowadays in our digital world, and I would like you to think about it just for a moment. What could those 3 trends actually be? So what does it mean? Like, the first is from the upper part to the lower part, and so on and so forth. So what do you think? What are those big 3 trends in our digital world? Okay, so pretty straightforward. The first mega trend is from desktop, from laptop to your smartphone. Okay. That basically means that more and more people use the internet from their smartphone. Just to give you some stats, past year, from 100 people that entered Facebook, how many do you think entered from the desktop and how many entered from the phone? The number is actually from the US. Okay, so what's the percentage of people in the US entering Facebook from desktop or from the mobile phone? Okay. Like everything in the world, it's 80-20. So 80% of the people entering Facebook already enter it via the mobile phone, okay? And just 20% on the desktop. And of course, Instagram is a pure mobile application. So like 100% of the people enter on the mobile phone. So now the first mega trend is very important for us to know, because we're gonna have a lot of traffic coming from our mobile phone and not from desktop anymore. And moreover, the Facebook headquarters gives a very strong recommendation to all advertisers. They basically say, from the moment that a person sees your ad, they click on the ad until they finally convert, so they realize a conversion, could it be a sale, leaving a lead, or installing the app, or whatever. Okay, from the moment they click on the ad until they really realize the conversion, they should not take longer than 1 minute with one finger, so the thumb, on their phone. Okay, so imagine that you really need your website optimized for mobile first, and then you want to have it also look okay-ish on the desktop. But mobile first is one of the very, very important recommendations from the Facebook headquarters. So let's talk about the second mega trend. As you can see, it's a trend from text to photos to more visual content, okay? And very straightforward. Like if you remember a couple of years ago, we had very long blogs, we had very websites with a lot of text on it, okay? And nowadays it's more about visuals, okay? And it does not only stop with photos, it goes much further. Right now we're talking about the importance of videos, okay? So it's not only from text to photo, but also from photo to video already. And in a second, I'll explain you the future of this trend, because it's a very important one. But let's just first cover also trend number 3, and that's a rather abstract one, okay? Here we see in the upper part, we see people like actively searching for something, okay? And then in the lower part, it's another image where we discover something, okay? So that's also an important trend, that we go from active searching for content, like for example in pull marketing, like Google AdWords, towards a discovery phase, for example push marketing with Facebook and Instagram, where we actively bring our content in the area of our potential customer, okay, which is a person who does not actively search for something related to our products or services, okay? So it's very important to have that in mind when we talk about Facebook and Instagram ads, that we are in a push marketing environment, okay? We are showing our ads to someone who is not actively searching for our product. Therefore, what do we learn from that? Well, we really have to get their attention as fast as possible, and we have to convince them in the very first 3 seconds that our product or service is something that they really need, because they are not searching for us right now, okay? So, once again, the 3 big mega trends in our digital world. The first one, from desktop to mobile. The second one, from text to more visual content, okay, for example, photos and videos. And the third one, the trends, the evolution from search, from active search to discovery, okay? That's where we are right now. Well, and as I promised, trend number 2 does not stop with photos and videos. No, it goes much further, okay? And where are we right now? Well, we even talk about Facebook 360 degrees photos and videos, okay, where you can see the full panorama, not only of a static image, but also from a video. That's of course super engaging and more appealing than just a static image, than just a standard one where you would only be able to see everything that's on the screen. But this, with this option, you can really see much more of what's really happening in the real world. And Facebook takes it even one step further. When we talk about live sessions on Facebook and on Instagram, here, of course, the advantage is that your customers can interact with you in real time, okay? They can leave some comments and emoticons, which will even show up in the live stream, okay? So very good, very interesting. But what are the 3 technical advantages of Facebook live sessions? Well, I don't know if you have realized that already, but if someone is live, okay, on Facebook, it will show up automatically at the very top of your news feed, okay? So you'll be able to penetrate your audience in a completely different way when you're on a live session, because you will be displayed at the very top of news feed, okay? Second advantage, for the people who are not were not able to see your live session in real time, they will get a notification, okay? So that's pretty strong, right? The notification at the right top that you have been live, okay? Plus, third advantage, after you have been live, you will be displayed once again at top of newsfeed for those who haven't seen you during the live session. So, the 360 degrees photos and videos, plus the Instagram and Facebook live sessions are very nice tools that we have in our organic tool set, because they help us to position our brand nicely. But very important for us here to note in this Facebook Ads Accelerator program, they do not perform amazingly when it comes to return on ad spend, okay? This is more a branding exercise. It's very good to create a community, it's very good to position your brand nicely, but usually those things do not bring a lot of sales in the short run. However, if you see it as a branding exercise, they can be very powerful, okay? So there is just one additional step, okay? So we came from text to photos and videos, over 360 degrees photos and videos, to Facebook and Instagram live sessions. So what do you think, guys? What is going to be the next step? Well, of course, augmented and then virtual reality. Sounds futuristic, but it is already here, you know. There is a platform that's called Facebook Spaces, where they say virtual reality is better with friends, which is already live in a beta version. So every one of us could already go there right now, create a profile on Facebook Spaces, and we could interact with our virtual reality classes in a virtual room. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yes, of course. But what's the problem? That the adoption rate of those virtual reality classes is very low. And therefore, not so many people right now actually have those classes, and therefore it's not very well adopted. Okay. However, the predictions of Mark Zuckerberg are that within 5 years, a majority of people would interact with social media already via virtual reality classes. And just an insight from the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona this year is that it was incredible. It was really amazing how many companies already put a lot of focus on virtual reality. And basically there was this joke around our community that they said, okay, all the companies do what they ever did, but now in virtual reality, okay? Because there was a strong focus and everyone, every single stand really had those virtual reality classes. And what can we do with that? Well, we could interact with our friends, like here, you see, we could play games, okay? So fun ways to interact with friends, families who is not next to us geographically. But what's important for all of us here in this accelerator program is that in the long run, of course, Facebook will allow ads within those virtual reality spaces. Like, for example, if you take a look at the watch of the person on the left, well, this could be an Apple Watch, this could be a watch from a normal watch company. Then if you take a look on the surfboards on the right, they could be from O'Neill. At the down there you see a yellow vending machine. This could be from Coca-Cola, okay? And every single company that wants to be displayed in this virtual reality room will have to pay for impressions or for moments that they have spent, like somehow like video views, okay? So as you already see, the future is going towards this direction of augmented and virtual reality, and we are gonna be super excited about those new trends. But right now, this is not the most urgent, the most important thing. It was just good as an introduction for you to see where are we heading with social media marketing in the future. But now let's get started with the more practical things, and let's jump right into the full funnel strategy and then the AIDA principles. So, Dankeschön, and looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.